All right, what's up, guys? God, my internet is sucking. All right, there we go. What's up, Otherverse? What's up, Drew? Let me just share this over to Instagram and we'll get started here. So, my good buddy Chris was kind enough to leave a parting gift as before he left for the airport this morning. He left a spell book, a Kickstarter spell book to open tonight on stream. So, shout out to Chris. He wanted to keep the stream going for one more day. That was his big birthday gift. So let me share this over. All right, let's get into it. So, yeah, Chris basically he got this for my birthday. It didn't come until today, and it came to his mom's house, who lives, 20 minutes away or something. He had his mom bring it over before he went to the airport, so we could open it. So I could open it tonight. So Chris is back in Texas right now, but he wanted me to open this tonight. So hopefully there's some Mothman luck baked into this from the Mothman King himself, Chris. What's up, Speed Robo? What's up, dude? That's all right, man. Oh, you're still doing cryptic? So we'll do a hit recap of some of what we got over the past two nights of streams for people that missed it. These were first edition, right? So I guess Chris got. Oh no! This is Kickstarter. Kickstarter frog, Kickstarter moth. So we opened 3 boxes of Kickstarter. Only got 1 frog and 1 moth. We got a alt art Wendigo, Kickstarter Hodag. There's other full hollows too, but these are the ones that I'm sending to PSA. Chessie, Kickstarter Chaos Crystal, Kickstarter Babes, Reverse Kickstarter Moth, Kickstarter Bigfoot, Chaos Crystal. We opened Nightfall, got a Wendigo, a Moth, Kickstarter Sam Sinclair, Chaos Crystal, Nightfall Mothman again. And Chris, like back to back, when he opened first edition, got 2 more first edition moths. So not a bad couple of streams. We got some good stuff to grade here. What's up, Diecast Comics? Another night with Nick and Metazoo. What's up, dude? So hopefully Chris blessed this box. What's up, Atlantis, my guy? And maybe this will be even luckier than the 3 booster boxes we opened to Kickstarter. And when I'm done with this, I think I'm also going to open some Kuromi. I've got some Kuromi boxes sitting here that we haven't opened. Maybe I'll get into first edition, or maybe I'll save that for another stream. But we're not going to stop at this. We'll open some other stuff, sit around and hang out too. What's up, Cojito? All right, there we go. Now we got some people in here. I've opened up more Kickstarter in the last 3 days than I've opened up in the last 4 years that I've been collecting Metazoo. Kickstarter coin. Kickstarter sleeves. Are these ones upside down too? What's up, Pokebarn? Yeah, I actually got an offer today of a guy that wanted to sell me. Oh, they are upside down. I guess they're all like that. A guy that wanted to sell me another Kickstarter box, the same guy that I got the boxes from that we opened up the other night. and he said he would sell me a sample Mothman in a Kickstarter box bundle for $3,500. It still seems high to me. I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on a Metazoo card, but he said it would be $3,000 for the sample moth and then $500 for the Kickstarter box. But I think I'll wait for it to come down a little bit. I think honestly, I probably would not spend more than $1,000 on any Metazoo card, and I wouldn't buy a sample moth unless it was like significantly under $1,000. All right, first pack. Hopefully we can get another Mothman out of here to send to PSA. So far, I've opened up, I think, 3 total of these spell books. Oh, sorry, man. Your internet keeps cutting out. But so far, I've opened up 3 of these spell books, and the full hollow pull rates in Kickstarter spell books, at least, seem to be better than first edition. I know first edition was kind of riddled with all these spell books that had nothing but reverse hollows. Every time that I've opened up a Kickstarter spell book, it's always at least 3, 4, 5 full hollows, so almost half the box, which is not bad. What's up, J-Dub? Thanks, man. Ooh, starting out with a banger. Shout out to Chris, the Frogman himself. And everyone always calls Chris, they always put frogs in the chat when Chris comes. Shout out to Chris, first pack right off the rip from Chris's spellbook. Full hollow Kickstarter Frogman. Really nice. Shout out to Chris. Hold on, I'm going to send Chris a picture of this. He kept asking me what time I'm going to stream. Hell yeah. He's about to be hyped. First pack from Spellbook. All right, even if this is the only hit that we get in this entire box, I'm happy with this. I think Chris only paid $2.99 for this spell book, so I don't know what this is still going for in a PSA 10, but I'd say it's probably still like a $200 card in a PSA 10. I'd be happy with just that pull. But we got 9 more packs in this. Maybe Chris's luck is a real thing. Are we about to have a banger of a spell book? Now watch, I'm going to get some terrible reverse out of this pack or something, and it's going to kill the vibe immediately. Huggin' Molly. Ice Spell. Lightning Storm. I told you. Reverse Hollow Squonk on the second pack. So we're 1-1 so far. 50% hollow pull rate. I don't really have any collecting goals. I'm just very interested to see what happens with Metazoo going forward. But I've got basically everything that I've wanted to collect. One of the last checklist items that I had was I've been waiting for the Kickstarter Moth. I didn't want to just buy one. I wanted to pull it myself and grade a 10. This is like one of the big cards that's missing from my Mothman collection. Finally pulled one myself. That was a big checklist for me with my personal Metazoo collection. What's up, Jonathan? What do you think about Fusion Strike going crazy? I hadn't heard about that. What's the reason it's going crazy? What's the big chase? I hated Fusion Strike when it came out, so I'm guessing it's one of the Mew cards. Oh, the Gengar. That's right, the Gengar in that set. Joint Snake, reverse. What's up, Scalper? You missed it. The first pack of the spellbook, Full Hollow Frogman, right off the rip. Yeah, I remember, I think it might have been last year that when we did a Pokemon stream and Zach was over here, my buddy Zach, he pulled that Gengar and we ended up selling it on eBay. I don't remember if I graded it or not, but I think I sold it for around 250 or 300, and it was just off a random ETB of Fusion Strike that we bought at Walmart. Is there a particular reason that the Gengar's going crazy? Yeah, I think after this we will start with opening some Kuromi, because I think over the course of the weekend, I don't think we opened a single Kuromi box. We might have opened every box except Kuromi and UFO, maybe. So we got to balance it out a little bit. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I love the Pokemon Go set. I thought the Ditto cards where you would peel off the card that was on top to reveal the Ditto, I thought those were awesome. I thought that was a great idea. I really enjoyed the Pokemon Go set. Full Hollow Phoenix Rain, not bad. Plus, there's an all. Oh yeah, the Celebi. I remember the Celebi from that set was pretty cool. I don't think I ever pulled that one. What's up, Audio? Good to see you again, man. You've been busy. Stone Skin. And another unending Fire Crystal Full Hollow. So what? We're halfway through. 5 packs in, 3 full hollows. Not bad. What time zone are you in? I always miss the live stream. I'm in Eastern time, but I stream pretty randomly. I don't really have a set time. Yeah, so right now I started this one a little bit before midnight. Shout out to Elizabeth and Gwen. Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate that. Now you got to tell me who Elizabeth and Gwen are. I see Logan Paul in the chat, which means Chris is here. That's Chris's username. So Chris, we're halfway through the spell book. So far, 3 full hollows out of 5 packs. Pretty good pull rates in the spell book. One of them being that Frogman. Hopefully we can end this with like one more banger. Oh, Joe, you're in Alaska. What's up, Drew? But to answer your question, Logan Paul, a.k.a. Chris, I busted out the Kroger Margarita just for you, my man. And then after this, I'm taking a long break from drinking. This is the 4th night in a row. My body needs to recover. But I had a Kickstarter spell book from my Cuddy and I had to crack it open. Oh, your wife and your brother's girlfriend. Nice. Shout out to them. Thanks. You didn't have to donate another two. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Elizabeth and Gwen. What's up, Joe? First time making it. Awesome, man. We got Otherverse here. Thanks, man. Did you get your money back on those Chipotle bowls? Sadly, we never did. We just got those shitty coupons. No fucking way, bro. No fucking way. Chris, bro. This was a banger spell book, bro. Full hollow frog and full hollow moth out of one spell book. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, dude. We opened up 3 Kickstarter booster boxes, only pulled one of each, one Mothman and one Frogman. One spell book. We pulled a frog and a moth. My man Chris blessed us, bro. My fucking guy. My guy. Man, big shout out to Chris, bro. Probably the biggest banger fucking spell book. Bro, no fucking way. I texted him before I started this stream. I said, bro, I've got a good feeling about this spell book. He was so excited to give it to me. He's been waiting on it to come. He thought it was going to be late. He thought we weren't going to get it. Man. And it delivered. I said, bro, I have a good feeling about this spell book you got me, because it was like a thoughtful thing for him to get me. Damn, bro. Oh, is there a little chip at the top of that card? Or is that just oh, it's just dust. Just dust. The centering's a little high from top to bottom. Is it? I think she looks pretty solid. Maybe not. Might have just been the angle. I'm not seeing a print line. Damn, bro, that just geeked me up. I'm hyped off of this. Do I have the frog sit? Yeah. And we're not even done. We got 4 packs left. Dude, that was a win. I'll have to ask him what he paid for the spell book. My guy. Maya Lesnar. Bro, I can't believe we opened up 3 booster boxes, only pulled one Mothman and one frog. That was $2,100 for a moth, because that's what I wanted, was the moth and the frog. Chris spent probably $200 and just got a moth and a frog out of it for me. That's my dude. And we're not done. We might still get something else. So we're 6 packs in. 4 out of 6 were full hollows. 1 was a frog, 1 was a moth. Chris, you delivered, my dude. You delivered. Ice Storm. Power Up Blue. Ooh, bro, this is another really good hit. Full hollow, Walking Sam, 7 packs in, 5 hollows. Banger spell book. 5 out of 7 full hollows. Three packs left. What artwork do we got? Ooh, we'll save the moth for last. What do you guys think? Do you think there's something crazy in one of these last 3 packs? Lawcal is saying left. All right. Multiple people saying left. Chris, aka Logan Paul, how much did you pay for this spell book? Because you just got your money's worth. I always thought Bat Squatch should have been a full holo. I really like this artwork. Power Up Green. Proton Beam. Retribution. Dark Aura. I think that means there's a hit back here. Maybe. Nah, Enfield Monster. Reverse Hollow. All right. Next year on May 14th, come to Vegas and hit the tables. I'll be in Vegas for the Olympia in, I think it's in October this year, right? Two packs left. We'll save the moth for last. But no matter what we pull from these last 2 packs, Chris is the fucking man. I will, Gary. I'll probably be there for about a week. Proton Beam. Retribution. Now we're getting reverses. What's the Mothman pack got for us? All right, Chris. Lawcal is calling a full holo Metal Man. And after this pack, I am going to do another box. I'll probably do Kuromi. Because I think that's the only thing we didn't get to from the past 2 nights of streaming. And I also don't think we got the UFO, but I don't think anyone wants to see UFO. Dragon's Breath. Miracle Touch. Retribution. Am I tripping, or has there been a Retribution in every single pack? Am I the only one that's noticed that? We're ending on a Hug and Molly. Either way, banger of a spell book. Full holo frog, full holo moth. Can't be mad about any of that. Beautiful, beautiful hits. And we got a walking sand. I mean, that's still a pretty good one to get. All right. Got a box of Chromie right here. Maybe with Chris's spellbook luck, we'll finally get that. Secret Rare Mothman and Chromie. I'll have to make like a YouTube short of that spell book or something. That was, I think of any spell book I've opened, that was probably the best one. From any set. So shout out to Chris. He picked the magic one. All right, what are the odds that we can actually get the... oh, you clipped it nice, bro. A Metazoo Judge Judy episode. Now, that would be... I would watch that. Thanks, man. Thank you, Poketino. I did not try grading it, no. I've not sent a submission to PSA in almost 6 months. I've been trying to build a big one. Chibi Snipe. Actually, we'll try to rip these packs really fast to see how fast we can go through them. I know not as many people like Kuromi, but we're after a Mothman in here. Two full hollows right off the bat's not too bad. Yeah, it's going to be an insane return video. I'm thinking it's about to be about a 250 card submission, just kind of estimating what I've got. Maybe one of my biggest, that might be the biggest. 250 might be the most I've sent. And it's not just Metazoo. I've got a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh in there. And I've got the Kaiba briefcase, Blue Eyes, all three of them in there. I've got some 151. I've got all kinds of stuff that I've opened over the last 6 months that I've just been saving up and trying to get a really, really solid submission. I'd say average, like $15 a card. But PSA lately has been having a lot of really good deals. I think maybe $13 a card was their lowest that they got down to recently for bulk. But yeah, you could probably expect about $15 a card. That's kind of why I've been waiting to send this submission, is because all this shit going on with Metazoo. I've been like taking cards out, putting cards in. Like there were cards that 6 months ago I thought would be worth grading that now I just don't even think is worth the $15. So I'm trying to make it a solid submission that there's no card in there that is not worth paying the $15 with the current state of Metazoo. It's like the best Metazoo cards that I've got. Full hollow trade costumes. We're on a nice little full hollow streak here. Is Mothman a good buy, you think? It depends on which one and how much. Frankly, I don't think any Metazoo card is a good buy if you're buying it as an investment. You want to buy the best Metazoo card, whatever. I think if you want to buy any Metazoo card, you should buy the cryptid that you personally just like the most. That's really what Metazoo is worth right now. Is if you like a card, that's the card you should buy. I don't think you should even consider future values or if this card is gonna go up, or just buy something that you think is cool. But I am a little biased because I am a Mothman fan. Out of every card, Otherverse, if we're talking every TCG, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Metazoo, there's no card in terms of artwork that for me will ever surpass the original starter deck Kaiba Blue Eyes artwork, but more specifically the version of that card, which is why I like the briefcase so much. The version of that card that was the Game Boy game secret rare, the DDS Blue Eyes. I think that is, of any card game, of any card, that original Blue Eyes White Dragon is my favorite artwork of anything. That's my favorite card ever. Now, as far as just like my personal favorite card in terms of like meaning, I like the base set Charizard that my mom got me when I was like 10. And I graded that and it got a 9. That's probably my personal favorite in my collection. I never got into Magic, man. I did, yeah. Oh, Bailey was streaming again today. Did he have anything good on there? But it's really tough to beat that SDK Blue Eyes. Hold on, I'll grab one for you. And I'm a little biased because my favorite color has always been blue. And just the blue tones of this card. There's just no card like this to me. And I think with Yu-Gi-Oh, the fact that they used the same artwork in the anime, I feel like gave it a little extra layer of special. Like there wasn't a Charizard card in the Pokemon anime, but these Blue Eyes were like a central part of the plot in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And it was the same artwork. And I just feel like, for me, this is probably the best looking card. But I don't have a DDS because they're too expensive for me. But this, with the secret rare of the DDS, I mean, it's just such a beautiful card. Yeah, this is tough to beat. So yeah, if we're talking favorite card of all time with like, if I'm just looking at the sheer aesthetics of the card, it would be the Blue Eyes. If we're talking about memories and nostalgia, I'd probably give it to the base set Charizard, but I prefer the Blue Eyes just in essence to the Charizard artwork. My Melody Full Hollow. Which reminds me, I need to upload that video. I've got a video of me opening up that new Kaiba briefcase. And the Kaiba Blue Eyes in the briefcase are that crazy secret. It's the same. It's basically the same as the DDS secret rares, the way they designed them. And it's the SDK artwork. They're beautiful, beautiful cards in that Kaiba briefcase. There's 3 of them, 3 of the Blue Eyes. And they're absolutely gorgeous. I need to upload that video. We got a quote of 150,000 per episode from a Netflix anime studio. I think while to the average person that sounds insanely expensive, I think realistically in that industry that's probably pretty par for the course, right? Oh, I've seen the SM51. That's a beautiful one too. And every time I mention Blue Eyes, I say this, but if anyone does have a DDS graded Blue Eyes and you're willing to make a good, reasonable deal, hit me up. I can't afford a PSA. I can't do the PSA 10. They're going for too much. But if you've got like an 8 or a 9 and you got like a reasonable price in mind for it, I might go for an 8 or a 9. What's up, Catcher? And one of the reasons why the DDS Blue Eyes is so sentimental to me is I used to have 3 of them in my childhood collection. I had got one from the Game Boy game, and then I had traded for 2 more so I could have the set of 3. And guess what happened to them? They're in my pocket. My mom washed them. They got ruined. I had 3 DDS Blue Eyes, and they got washed. Totally destroyed. And they were always like my pride and joy. Because back then there was no like real value to Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so we would trade them for any like it wasn't that hard for me to trade to get 2 more because there was really no monetary value to them that was significant. So I could trade a Pokemon card or whatever to get one. And I just always wanted those 3. Yeah, man, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are. That's why it took me forever. I think I opened up a total of 4. I was buying these sealed starter decks on eBay. I think it took me 4 sealed starter decks, cracking them and grading the Blue Eyes to get the 10. Because the other thing about Yu-Gi-Oh even today is it's still not majority collectors. And I guess you could say that about Pokemon, but I would say the majority of people that are into Yu-Gi-Oh right now today still are players. The Yu-Gi-Oh collectors market isn't nearly as big as Pokemon. It's just never really been. I feel like the majority of it has never really been about collecting. It's people that enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh. And even though there's crazy prices today, Yu-Gi-Oh's just never really been, for whatever reason, as big of a collectible type of thing. Chibi Mike the Chicken. Yeah, they do reprint everything to death. Kuromi? And I don't really know why, because honestly, like, I started with Pokemon when I was a kid. And then when Pokemon, like, everybody that I knew, even at other schools, like, everybody moved on from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Was huge. So I don't think it's because Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, like, more niche than Pokemon, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a big following when I was a kid. Like, everyone played Yu-Gi-Oh! So I don't think it's that there's a limited number of people that collected it back in the day, because I think a lot of people did. And obviously it's not as big as Pokemon, but like when I was in probably 5th grade to 7th grade, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like sweeping the nation. Matt S. says, honestly, Metazoo should be grateful that you're keeping the game on life support, and it's really nice in a kind of weird way, nostalgic. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Another chibi snipe. Man, Kuromi is brutal sometimes. If you don't get any Sanrio 6, you're pulling nothing. Even if you're pulling hollows, it's like nothing. Chibi Leveling Frogman. I do like this little guy. Yu-Gi-Oh's first season was on par with Pokemon's Kanto, etc. I agree with that. Honestly, I think Yu-Gi-Oh was an underrated anime. The anime I thought was really good. Even all the way up until GX, that's when I stopped watching it, but I thought it was a really good show. Chibi Lechuza. Reverse Reaper Mask. Full Hollow. Trade costumes. My grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. Oh, there we go. Lolcow is another Kids WB baby. That's mostly what I watched. Kids WB and Fox Kids. My favorite show on Fox was the Godzilla cartoon. And then Kids WB had Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. And the other one that I really liked that wasn't a trading card game, I really like Static Shock. Did you guys ever watch that? Watching Pokemon was amazing as a kid, 32 years old. How big is the set? It's not very big. 103, but I think there's more in the pink boxes. I think there's more than 103. I remember Smallville always being on TV. That was on the CW, right? I used to watch the CW, but I was still a little young for Smallville, so I never got into it, but I remember it being like the big show of the time. But I believe this was on the CW. I used to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the sitcom version, not the cartoon. Me and my sister and my dad would watch that Sabrina every single... Oh, I remember Beetleborgs. But yeah, Sabrina was like our show. That was like the only sitcom that I watched, like something that wasn't a cartoon. That was like the only thing that I really watched. Then when I got a little bit older, I think probably like middle school, me and my dad used to always watch Lost every, I believe it was Wednesday. But Sabrina was a really good show. Pet gator? She had a pet cat. There was a cartoon of Sabrina that used to be on Saturday mornings, but there was like a sitcom version of Sabrina that was like live action. I think Clarissa Explains It All is the same girl that played Sabrina. If you could, would you buy Metazoo? No, because if I bought Metazoo, then I'd have to pay back all their debts, and I think they are the ones that should be responsible for those mistakes. It would be cool, but I don't want it to be on me to fix their mess. If there wasn't the mess that they had and they didn't owe all these people money, I would. And I probably could. Especially if there's like this whole dispute about paying $56,000 to get essentially all of their inventory. How much do you think they're in debt? I believe it's in the millions. I was told they owe just one of the companies that they owe. And this does not count all the pre-orders, printers, whatever. I just heard one company alone, they owe over $1 million to. Full hollow black dog. Greg, you got to rewatch this, man, and watch the spell book at the beginning. Chris got me a Kickstarter spell book for my birthday, and out of 10 packs, we ended up pulling a full hollow Kickstarter Mothman and a full hollow Kickstarter Frogman just out of that spell book. Man, this is turning out to be not a great box of Chromie. All right, last pack, and then I got to get off of here, and I'm going to go back to watching Demon Slayer on Netflix. Damn, that was a rough box. But thanks for stopping by, guys, to witness the really cool Kickstarter spellbook. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Nick Strength and Pokemon signing out.